Hey, this is Michael Zagaris, and this is Jim on Bass.
Welcome back to another episode of the Jim on Bass Show. We're at the Dwight Clark Legacy Series with the great Michael Zagaris. And Michael, it's great to see you again.
As Keith Richards once said, it's good to see anybody.
Well, I got to say, you're the man of the hour, right? So it's got to be cool to people are taking pictures of you this time, right?
Yeah, honestly, it's a little awkward for me being on the other side of the camera. But it's a great honor to be honored like this. And it just goes to show you, if you stick around long enough, anything can happen.
Well, it's got to be cool, too, because, you got Ronnie Lott here, Charles Haley, having your guys show up for you.
Sure. Oh, yeah. They paid them well. No, the great thing is we were all together, and it's kind of like a brotherhood that you always have. And I've just been privileged to have been part of all this. And, I tell everybody I feel like I've never had to work a day in my life because I love what I do. I've got a passion for it. And when I look at my bank account, I feel like I've never worked a day in my life.
Hey, I join you on that one.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, it's kind of cool because one guy that sticks out to me when I think of an athlete that's gone into photography is like Barry Zito. Sure. So when I think you got Niners here, has there been any 49ers that have reached out over the years to you about, hey, I want to get into photography too?
No players really. I know guys have gotten cameras. One person that reached out to me was Jennifer Montana. Oh, wow. Because when her kids were playing, both her daughters and her sons, she wanted to take pictures. And, she attacked it like she does everything else. And she was and is an accomplished photographer. Wow. So, yeah, she wanted to pursue it. And you know what? Zito was an artist. If you want to take pictures, you get a camera. I want to say anybody can do it, but in the end, very few people can do it. I think it's something you're born with. It's like dancing. It's like hitting. You can take pictures, but to really compose something, to see something with your vision and to capture it, that's almost God-given.
Well, you've had so many historic moments that you've been a part of, so it just makes you wonder, too. Like, you just turned 80 recently, right? So what keeps the drive alive? I know you're still on the sidelines, still doing it.
I love what I do. And you know what? The 80, it's a number. I don't feel any different now than I felt 30, 40, 50 years ago. Sometimes after a game in Green Bay, the next day, it'll be hard to get out of bed, the cold and everything. But I think doing anything that you love, anything that you have a passion for, that keeps you young. That and good genetics.
Well, one thing I think is great about you, too, obviously, is you have your book out, Field of Play. Makes me wonder, too, like, do any of those photos go on your wall, or do they stay in the book, or how does it work for you?
I've got one or two on the wall, but, I've got rock and roll, I've got baseball, and it was all of that, honestly, the camera, merely an entree to the movie, an entree to the show. And it's allowed me to use the camera as a mirror to capture moments in time that I can share later with people. More importantly, it's allowed me to be part of it. And I've always used the camera the way an actor uses his role to become what he's doing. And when I'm shooting football, I'm a player. When I'm shooting baseball, I'm a baseball player. When I'm shooting rock and roll, I'm in the band. So it's always been like that. So that's basically why I'm still doing it. I love it. It's not like a job.
We're also here, too, as you know, for Dwight Clark. So it's got to be pretty special for you to have this honor at the same time honoring, I imagine, your old buddy, Dwight Clark.
Yeah, no, it is. And Dwight was above and beyond the catch, above and beyond being a great receiver. He was a great human being. Everybody loved Dwight. He had this effervescence. He radiated positivity. He was the best of a good old boy. He was the kind of guy in high school you would have wanted to hang out with. And that was Dwight from the day he showed up until he breathed his last breath. He was also, an incredible football player that gave us all one of the great moments in time, not just in San Francisco, but in football.
Rest in peace to the great Dwight Clark. And one thing I do have to mention when I had you on last time, one of my favorite pictures at the Fillmore is the last note of The Who. And you told me a great story about magic mushrooms with Keith Moon. So
Yeah.
I got to ask, are you going to The Who farewell tour?
You know, the first Who farewell tour was in 1982, and I think they've had about 30 ever since. You know, I don't know, because while this is The Who, it's not The Who. Mooney's gone, and Whistle's gone. I know they're still out there because they love to be in the moment. They love showing up. They love the crowd. They love making the music. But that time, like so many times, it was a moment in time not to be repeated.
Well, just like your great photos, you know, you frame them, stick them on the wall, we can reflect. So, Michael, it's good to see you and great to see you get honored today.
Well, thank you, man. It's great talking to you.